Chapter 3. Now. I cry so hard until there's nothing left, until I can't cry anymore. Everything seems to be happening so fast, it's almost surreal. 5 years. I will be away from my family for 5 years. If someone had told me I would one day be convicted of a crime and sentenced to 5 years imprisonment, I would have laughed in their face. 2 years ago, I had my life figured out and everything seemed perfect, but now my life is crumbling before my eyes. During the trial, the lawyer had warned my family and me that it could end this way because the evidence against me was overwhelming. Of course my family and I prayed for a miracle, but this isn't the kind of miracle that happens in real life. Upon arrival at Mukobeko Maximum Correctional Facility in Kabwe, I am fingerprinted, photographed and given a prison inmate number. Next I remove my clothing and bend over so that my body cavities are inspected as part of their routine strip search. This is the most humiliating thing I ever had to go through my entire life. Once the strip search is over, I get dressed, then the guard escorts me to my cell, which I have to share with 5 other inmates. The cell is very small and looks unfit for human habitation. It typically has 2 metal bunk beds, a single open toilet and a small sink in the corner. Instead of windows there are small holes for ventilation at the top of the walls. Exhausted, I sink down into an empty space and quietly listen as the guard snaps the lock shut. Suddenly realization finally hits me and I drop my head into my hands and weep. I allow myself to cry as hard as I can for a couple of minutes until I feel hands wrap entirely around me. "What's your name?" she asks when the tears subside. I look up at her. "My name is Autumn Miller, what's yours?" "I am Ruby. What are you in for?" "Fraud. You." "Murder," she smiles. "I killed one idiot," she adds without remorse. "What's your sentence?" 5 years. "You." "Life." "Who did you kill?" "My husband. He was abusive the whole 5 years we were married." I tried to walk away but my family couldn't allow me. It got to a point where I couldn't handle it anymore, so one night while he was drunk and sleeping, I grabbed a large butcher knife and stabbed him over and over again until I was too tired to go on. She smiles before she shoots me a serious look. "What's your story? Who framed you? Or who are you covering for?" "What do you mean?" She smiles again, and there's something warm in her smile. "I have been here for a number of years and I know a guilty person when I see one." "You aren't guilty, Autumn, so talk to me." For the first time in months, I smile. My issue is complicated. I really don't understand how I found myself here. "You are married?" she asks, staring at my belly. I am 7 months pregnant and clearly showing a big round bump. "So you are married?" she asks again. I fidget with the ring on my finger, attempting to blink away tears that threaten to fall. "My husband is dead. He died 9 months ago. I didn't even tell him about the pregnancy." She reaches for my hand and gently squeezes it. "I am sorry for your loss." When she says that, the tears uncontrollably fall and Ruby smoothly rubs my back. After that there is silence for a moment before she asks, "Is this your first?" "No, this is my second. My firstborn is 15, she is doing her grade 11. Wow, that's spacing. I had her when I was still in school, teen mom. Do you have any children?" "No, there's no way I could have brought children into a marriage as messed up as mine was. He wanted children but I did my best to prevent that from happening." "How do you do it?" I ask. I expected to find broken and defeated women in prison. Ruby on the other hand is the opposite of that. She looks joyful. "Do what?" "Live in a place like this and continue to be this happy. A day at a time, my darling. I wish I could go to sleep, wake up and find that 5 years have passed. I don't think I can handle the 5 years ahead. If wishes were dreams, beggars would ride," she says, and we both laugh. "That's better. You look more beautiful when you laugh. You should laugh more often, Autumn. The baby in your womb can depict your moods. If you are always sad, she or he will be less active too." I feel so stressed. If I tell you that it gets better with time, I would be lying to you. Prison is pathetic. No one gets used to life here, but you need to be strong and bold. You need to be vocal too so that no one steps on you. You need to appear strong despite what you are feeling on the inside. The key to being joyful over here is to accept your situation. With acceptance, everything else will fall in place. Okay. Otherwise, welcome to your new home. You can always count on me for anything. I should warn you though. I am quite loud. Sometimes I am all over the place. Everyone knows me around this place, and as long as you are with me no one will harm you. Thank you. Friends. She extends her hand to me. Friends, I take her hand and firmly shake it as I silently thank the guard for bringing me to this particular cell. For the next few minutes Ruby runs me around the prison schedule, then she tells me the names of our cellmates and explains that we have to take turns sharing the beds. You need to tell me what happened to you one of these days. Maybe I can analyze your case and find loopholes. You shouldn't have to spend time here if you are not guilty, she says. I will tell you about it one of these days. What's the plan with the baby? My parents will take the child as soon as it's born. The lawyer will take care of all the paperwork. They will have full custody. I don't want the child to be exposed to this kind of environment. I think it's better that way. When are you due? In 2 months' time. Okay. I think you should lie down and rest before the afternoon work. You can lie down in an empty bunker over there. Thank you, Ruby. Always welcome. Asterisk. The August girl. Ella B.